Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you're doing well. Today, I'm very happy to share this transmission from the Mella Collective, or let's say inspired by the Mella Collective, which is, for those who don't know, the Mella Collective is my galactic soul group, simply. And I'm inspired certain messages from them through a heart connection. It is not channeling, it is not clairaudience. It's simply a connection through the heart with them, and they inspire me messages at moments that are that are more needed. So today, the message that I was inspired is a having to do with being who we truly are. Not only becoming who we truly are, but also be proud of it. And doesn't involve in any way ego or anything of the sort. It's really about finally accepting who we are and just loving ourselves for that. And not trying to be anyone else, not trying to satisfy anyone else's demands or try to compete with anyone or try to, life is not a contest. We're all here to collaborate in unity and in our own uniqueness. And this is really the essence of today's message is that we're all unique because each of us is a fractal of Source Creator. And in that way, we're able to shine our own gifts, our own light through what we are, uniquely and beautifully. And we need to perhaps move on from stances that take away our sovereignty by giving our power away, by wanting the validation of others, or by trying to put down others in order to rise ourselves up, which obviously is ridiculous because when you do that, people see through you. They see through your agenda, they see through your intentions because people feel the frequency. So, authenticity is at the heart of today's message. And I wanted to share with you, before I share the actual Mela Collective transmission, which takes the form of a transmission I receive in a written form, which I then record with my own voice and with which I present to you with a little basic animation. And this will be presented at the end of this video. But just before I go there, I wanted to share a personal experience with you today because I think it's definitely linked to what the Mela Collective transmissions is all about today. And so I wanted to share a little bit of that with you. Um, I have recently experienced some great challenges, personal challenges, which I'm not going to get into. But that had to do in some ways with me having a hard time taking my power back or my sovereignty back. And because I have a past of people pleasing behavior, which I'm really, really working hard on transmuting. And recently I've experienced some challenges, like I said, that I'm not going to get into. And I've realized that in the end, people in your life may come in, they may go in a very beautiful and, fluid way, sometime in a more challenging way. And that doesn't matter because in the end, what remains is who you truly are, yourself as a fractal of Source. And your connection with yourself as Source, as a creator, Source, fractal, is really at the essence of it all. So, this is just an example of how we can all, in a way, find our own place, our own stance of sovereignty, and in our own gifts, bring what is unique to each of us. And in that way, people may come and go in our lives, friends or people who offer the opportunity to grow. And in that way, we remain sovereign. We learn, we grow. We don't we don't accuse others. We just stay in a place of learning, of growing, and remember who we each of us truly is. And I wanted to share this with you today in the form of a symbolic imagery, because I'm an iconographer by profession, but also by this is just really truly who I am as a person. I'm very interested in the symbolism of representation. And I have recently, following the difficult challenges I've experienced on a personal level recently, I was kind of invited within myself to offer myself a gift. This gift was a tattoo. I'm not a person who has a lot of tattoos, but this one was important for me, and especially the place where uh, it was placed. This tattoo, and I'm going to show it briefly, is a representation of a sphere of the flower of life. This is how symbolically the beautiful energy of Source Creator is represented, because Source Creator is composed of many universes that are interlinked, connected all to each other, as we are, each of us, as fractals of Source. And in the challenges I've experienced where I have, um, people have come and left in my life, I have realized that I am truly never alone because I have, and I put my hand here, and now you know why I do this in the future. I have this true connection to myself as a fractal of Source to Source. And that is the most important thing because it reminds me constantly of who I am in an alignment. And I send love to everyone. And, I don't hate anyone, or I don't, how can I say, I don't diminish anyone. But I've learned recently to reconnect more and more into my own power, in my own sovereignty, and remember that who I am is really a fractal of Source, like each of you are. We're all connected. And in that way, we're all in a unity. And when we're loving ourselves and we're feeling at ease with our uniqueness and preciousness, then we don't demean others. On the contrary, we elevate others. We support them in the same way we love ourselves and support ourselves in self-care. So that's just a personal lesson I wanted to share with you, which I've learned recently in a very experiential exper anyway, through experience. I'm trying to find the right word in English. And it was a great lesson for me. And I come out of this grown and perhaps more mature and more in connection to who I truly am as a fractal of Source, like all of us are. And I'm going to leave you to this today. Sending you love. And I hope this message today and my humble personal experience will also be of will inspire you in some way. Take great care of yourself, and I leave you to the Mella Collective transmission. Take care. Bye. Dearest beautiful soul, do you know how amazing and precious you are in your uniqueness? You can only be you and no one else, as all can see through you anyway. Therefore, we invite you to embrace this uniqueness that consists of who you truly are as a fractal of Source Creator energy. When you truly reconnect with that sacred essence of yours, you need not to prove yourself or desperately try to obtain external validation or compete with anyone. You know the value of your essence, the treasures you bring simply to the world in your unique and special way. Maybe you are a strong love warrior. Maybe you are a humorous, cheeky soul. Maybe you are a loving, generous creator of beauty. Maybe you heal everything around you just by being you. Whichever way makes you who you truly are, embrace it, share it, and proudly, without ego, incarnate it in your reality, in the coherent alignment of your intentions, thoughts, words, and actions. You are so loved, dear soul. Love yourself in that way, and inevitably, this is how you will treat others around you. As when you know who you truly are, you embrace diversity, you support and encourage the brightness of others without trying to dim their light, as yours shines as bright in equality and unity. That, dear souls, is true maturity, high consciousness, high frequency, and the future of your world.